Alright, got put in a pizza here. Salam alechem. Chaim, and you can say also all kind of a sentence like that. Language, everything else, originated in ancient Egypt. Hieroglyphs, the so-called Arabs, and hieroglyphs, the writing of the Arabs, and Jewish writing and all that, all come from the same place. Hieratic and demotic writing, Egyptian sacred writing.
The black stone, there's a meteorite in there, the Kaaba. All from the Roman Empire. There used to be temples there in Mecca.
Of course, we're in the 21st century. All this stuff is from ancient times. Anachronisms. We create belief in God with our brains, not the heart, like the ancients believed. We celebrate this time of the year. The Muslims celebrate the Hajj. It's a Jewish celebration also, and of course the Christ Mass. Christ Mass, Zombie Jesus Mass. Well, it all come from the Roman festival of the Saturnalia.
See all that? All come from the Roman Empire. Look at the veils.
Minister of Municipal and Rural
Ceremonial veils represents the spirit world. Just like a Roman flamen, priest. Look at that. See that? That comes from the Roman Empire.
This outfit originated from the Roman togas and the purity of the Roman flamens. And this is sacred, represents Apollo, the god Apollo. These are all sacred, representing the air. When you pick up the air, you put the veil, you bring in the spirit world. But everything is related to the main god of everything, the rays of the sun, which is equivalent to the penis. The penis was worshipped. Everything started with this. So when you bow and you bend over and you kneel and you do this, and you actually, like the Arabs do, they prostrate themselves, sticking their butts up in the air, they want to be ravished. Islam is submission. In other words, they want to be accepted and by the Lord and Savior, which I call penis Christ, the creator of everything. Christians kneel to penis Christ and perform fellatio, and the Jews mess with the penis and cut it. All Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, are actually originated in Rome. They are the cult of the God and Savior Iulius Christ, Julius Caesar. His comet that appeared the 20th of July, 44 BCE, the big Caesar's star, the comet, it was adapted later on in Christian mythology with the Star of Bethlehem, the Jewish Star of David, and of course the Islamic star, which is represented with the moon and the star. All come from Roman Empire. And everything was sacred. All this garment was sacred. The little tassels here, everything is sacred. And this represents the air. And this represents the god Apollo. Everything was sacred. Because he had in the Catholic Church, all the garments, and you kiss him.
See that? The black stone, there's a meteorite in there, the Kaaba. All from the Roman Empire. There used to be temples there in Mecca. Roman camp. Roman legions, the veterans of the God and Savior Iulius Christ.
Roman King Herod built temples to Caesar and Jupiter in Jerusalem, the Mount Moriah.
Mastermind.
He is the single most important person in the archaeology of the land of Israel.
And all Roman.
He left an architectural imprint.
All Roman.
Visible today.
Herod made the unthinkable routine. From his imagination sprang fortresses, temples, and cities so audacious they astound architects and engineers.
All Roman.
Before there was ever in Islam or anything like that, it was the king of Judea, Herod, a Romanophile. He built all these things, and his tomb, all Roman. The temple was the temple of Jupiter, Optimus Maximus, and Julius Caesar, right in Mount Moriah. And there were all these, the legions of the God and Savior Caesar. They were all distributed all over the place, and some were in Mecca, and they had their own. They adopted their own religions, and 100 years later, they developed their own cult. That's what eventually would become Islam. Jews and Muslims are the same people. All Semitic, they call it. You know, the same people. They're all merchants of the Roman Empire. Christians were very successful in dividing and put a wedge between the two, making mortal enemies today. They were very successful doing that. Everything started with this: the penis, the vagina, the creators, the God and Savior, the Creator. So there were symbols to worship Him. Sex in ancient times were sacred. Everything has to do with sex and with the sexual act, and it was sacred. Masturbation, all that was very sacred. And that's what the blessing and the gestures with the hand come from. The epigraphy and the 5,000-year-old epigraphy in the Book of the Dead reveals that this is the way you worship the God, the penis. Go like this, and then you bow like that. Well, blessings came around like this. This came around too. This is actually a way to hold the penis as a blessing. And Christians didn't have a chance to destroy all these figures. This is the fun of Pompeii, because the cities were buried by Vesuvius in 70 CE. Here is from the series, HBO series Rome, Julius Caesar doing this symbol, this sacred blessing symbol. Here is baby Jesus, and here is Jesus doing the same symbol. All blessing of penis Christ. Penis represents the sun God. Here are we wings, is the spirit. That's the reason they go unto God, messengers of God. Notice the wings of the god Apollo fertilizing a fun, which is a lot of symbolism. And here is collecting the river of life with wings. When you're urinating and you grab the penis that was sacred, you actually say prayers. And you went like this. You hold it like this because it's flaccid. But then if you want to bless, you go like this. And you go like that and you bless people. It's just from holding the penis like this and then you go like that. That's the fact. Symbol like this is meaningless. It doesn't have anything to do with sex. It's about the bow, you know, taking the arrow and bow and killing people in the, you know, French and British, using the wood of the yew to make the long ball. And they say someone to, you know, flip the yew, and that's the reason, you know, French won the battle. I mean, the English won the battle of the French, and they told the French, hey, we can still pluck the yew, in other words, do this. So this is the real one. This is, hey, you know, worship penis Christ. Idiots don't really like bats. These gestures were interesting, but they didn't do it like this. I mean, like this, because the gladiatorial combats, that's what they put this, the sword goes right here, going to the heart and kill people. So that's the way they were done. And when you want to save the person, life, the gladiatorial, you went like this. Save them. Save them. Don't stab them.
This human being here, about to be born, is born atheist. Atheist.
Thank you. Okay, nice little push. Perfect. 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 Now stop. Now stop. Now stop. Now stop.
Now stop. Low through.
I'm going to do the rest. I'm going to do the rest. Yeah, 5 seconds. You're doing fine. You did it. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
There it is. No belief. He wasn't born saying, oh, Jesus, here I am. Oh, I believe in Jesus. I believe in Allah. Jesus, I believe in Allah.
As long as he doesn't get infected by God's psychosis, he will be okay.
He's probably saying, I am glad I am out of this place, this cave. It was very dark in here.
The ancients had no idea that you take your penis and put it in a vagina and a sperm and egg did the rest and create another human being. No. To them, it was a sacred act, creating another being. It was the gods that did it, as you can see here. Also, here in America today, if you go to a urinal, they have to urinate. You see that a lot of people, the male, just they spit down. Why? That's puritanical, because they're touching something dirty. Their penises. That's Christ psychosis for you. Let's do the sacred tassel in the front. For good luck. In pace deorum, you'll be blessed.